Where is it?
Right here.
Okay, so click into it. At the top, click extract. The pink one at the very top.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Yeah. Extract all. Yeah, and then you can close it.
Close them both.
Yeah. And then go to Chrome.
And then I got business tab. I can't miss business tab.
And then go to the three buttons on the side at the top.
I'm pretty sure you
Settings.
I think people just have
Extensions.
like you really can't tackle the class.
And then turn on developer mode in the top right corner. And then click on load unpacked.
I should be good with, I mean, let's
And then find the Lightning extension. Wherever it's downloaded to.
Alright, so
Okay, sweet.
we got it. Yeah. Tomorrow night.
Let me see here.
See you, bro.
See you, Cormac. Okay. Where would it be under? Just downloads?
Yeah, it should be downloads. It should be labeled like Lightning.
It's under desktop. Yeah, I found it. Select folder. And then I'm good.
Don't click into the folder. Just click once onto the folder. And then click OK. Or unpack or something.
Yeah, I clicked it once and then hit, select
Yeah.
folder. That's what I did.
And then it showed up on your extensions.
Yeah, I could share again.
Yeah. Okay, so that's perfect. And then,
That's all I need.
yeah. Well, actually go to the top, the puzzle.
I can clip
and then
it, yeah.
pin it, yeah. And then
Thank
I guess
you.
I can show it from here. No worries. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
You're on their
once you, this is the dashboard. Once you download the
okay.
extension, pin it to here, and then once you click on it, it'll ask you to like log in your Discord, and just log in with your Discord, and then it should bring you to here. Make sure you've binded your key first. So you just, I think you DM the auth spot. Yeah, so you're going to DM this, and you have to bind your key. I think it's !, bind, and then you paste your key. And then here you'll just input your shipping information, billing information in here, and if you have same as shipping selected, it'll automatically fill it in for you. But if it's different, then you can just unclack. Payment info. So enabling extension is basically the on and off button for Lightning itself. So you always want to have this on. If you have enable monitor on, whenever you go to a Shopify site, like Kith for example, see a monitor that'll pop up in the left-hand corner. Yeah, so it'll only show up in the dashboard, the home page of any Shopify page. So if I were to go to new, then it wouldn't show.
Can you show that again? I was looking at my billing.
Yeah, sure.
How you got to that?
So enable extension is like the on and off button for Lightning itself,
Okay,
so you always want to have that on. And then enable monitor, payment, or even when you click right over here, it'll be at the top, like over here.
Okay.
And then enable monitor is basically it'll show this whenever you go to the home page of any Shopify site. So with KISS, it'll only show in the home page of the site. So if I were to go to new or any one of these, then it wouldn't show.
Okay, so you don't necessarily need that on until you're about to go for something.
Yeah, so
Like if there's
normally,
a drop time.
yeah, like I'll normally click monitor like 30 seconds to 5 seconds before the actual drop time. And when you input your keywords, URL, or variants, and you hit start monitor, it'll search the website for like the newest, I think 150 items throughout the entire site. And then once it picks it up, it'll automatically cart it and bring you to checkout.
Sweet.
So for keywords, you could either use a plus sign and then a space. You don't need a comma, and then a minus for negative keywords. Or I'm pretty sure you can just type in the keywords for positive ones and then negative, but I always just put in the plus just to be safe. If you want to input a specific size, you can do that here. If you want like multiple sizes, just separate it by its space.
So when it hits, will it just automatically add it to your cart?
Yeah. So
But it won't check out, or will?
it should check out for you, but whenever I have my monitor on, I always have auto pay as well. Just as a backup.
Yeah.
Auto
You
pay.
can explain that.
Yeah. So auto cart, if you have it in the monitor, it'll automatically add it to your cart and bring you to checkout. Auto pay, essentially, it hits the pay now button for you. It'll fill out all the information for you regardless, but if you have auto pay enabled, then it'll hit the pay now button for you. Auto fast is basically okay, wait, let me create a test profile. Oh, never mind. Okay. So auto fast, I'm going to go to another Shopify page because KISS is hard to find things that are actually in stock. So auto fast, whenever you have that enabled, it'll, okay, wait, let me turn this off actually. So whenever you have Lightning, the extension enabled, it'll show the auto fast button over here under like where the checkout button is. So this Lightning, this is the auto fast button. Say you want to add like a size 9, right? And you don't have auto fast enabled, you can just click checkout and it'll remain on this page, but it'll go through the entire checkout process within the product page. If you have auto fast enabled, then it'll just automatically do this for you and you won't have to click this button yourself.
Can you show it with and without it, or it was glitching or whatever?
Yeah, sure. So this is without auto fast. So right now I only have the monitor and extension enabled. You don't have to have the monitor on to use auto fast. So this is without auto fast enabled. So you select a size 9, right? I think I'm not sure if you have to add it to cart actually. Let's see. Okay, oh wait. Yeah, so you don't have to add it to cart, just select the size that you want and then click on AutoFast. But I'm going to leave this page so they don't flag me.
So you don't even need, okay, so then what does it do if you have it on beforehand?
It'll automatically click the AutoFast button for you. So once you go onto the
Oh,
product page,
okay.
yeah, right when you go into the product page, AutoFast will take over from there.
So what happens if
So
there's like a queue for like a Shopify site? It'll just wait or it'll still try and go through?
a queue to check out.
Yeah, like a high volume queue. You know how they have those?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if it'll bypass the queue for you, but
Probably
it'll
not.
just, yeah, then it'll probably just keep trying until it gets through queue. So this is with AutoFast enabled. So right when I click onto the product page, I won't have to touch button. So you can see here it says AutoFast started, and now it's basically just doing everything.
Geez, so if you leave that extension enabled, then you go on Amazon or something to shop, you'd screw yourself.
AutoFast only works if you're on a specific product page.
Oh, okay.
And if, say you have AutoFast enabled, you can choose your preferred shoe size. So if I have like a 7, AutoFast will pick up a size 7. Same with preferred clothing, it'll pick up this sizing for that specific profile. Yeah, PayPal, if you have this on, it'll automatically input your PayPal information. Still on Hover, you don't really need to use this. They'll tell you when in the Discord when you do need to use this.
What does it do?
Still on Hover, I think I actually haven't had to use it so far because they say don't turn it on unless they tell you to. But let me look
Oh,
at
that's
that.
just, oh, okay. It's just when you hover it, it just instantly clicks it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what I assume. Hover helps to bypass sites that block autofill extensions. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not many.
Mhm. So I guess I'll show you how to use the monitor now. So to get the monitor to show up here, just in extension enable monitor, and then also have auto pay on just as a backup in case the monitor fails. You don't need to, but it's a nice safety net to have. So say I was like trying to pick up the Jordan 1s, the UNCs. I'd input my keywords. You always want to try and input the fewest keywords possible for the monitor to pick up the product, but it is risky to do that sometimes. So if I was trying to do this, and then I do like minus preschool. Size, if I want a random size, I can just leave it blank. This timestamp is for if you want to schedule it to start at a specific time, but if you're going to be at your desktop, then you don't need to use this. And then you can just hit monitor, and that'll start the monitor. Once it picks up the product, it'll automatically bring you to checkout, and you'll see it over here. Lightning doesn't solve CAPTCHAs for you, so you still have to solve CAPTCHAs yourself. So just be aware of that.
What, automate after you solve the CAPTCHA again? If it's
Yeah.
like you get one?
Yeah, so something will pop up over here in the bottom right, or wherever your notifications are, and it'll be like, Lightning is waiting for a CAPTCHA to be solved, and then once you solve the CAPTCHA, it'll pick up again. So normally I'll say drop time is like 11 a.m., right? I'll have my words inputted beforehand, and then about 30 seconds before 11, I'll hit start monitor, and it'll start to monitor the site for the most recent items with these keywords. And then it'll automatically add it to cart for you, bring you to checkout, and then hit pay now for you. Yeah, and just keep in mind, Lightning only works, the monitor, AutoCart, the monitor and AutoCart only work on Shopify and Supreme. So if you were to go to Foot Locker, you would still have to add it to cart yourself. Okay, well that's out of stock. Yeah, so it'll autofill it for you. Let's see if it'll autoplay for me.
Got it.
Yeah, so basically the only thing that works on non-Shopify sites is enable extension. I think autopay also works. They say here. PayPal works, fill on hover as well. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend you guys to read this master guide when you get the time, because it has a lot of really useful information in here. They have monitor examples. They tell you the combinations for different Shopify sites. The combination I'll do is enable extension, enable monitor, and autopay. And then make sure you always hit save at the bottom. And Lightning will also fill out Google Forms for you guys if you have to fill out like ACO forms or something. And also up here you can switch your profiles without having to go to this dashboard. And then just click full view if you want to get to the dashboard. If you have a Shopify discount code, you could input it into here and it'll automatically put that in at checkout. And then if you want to switch between profiles to edit them, just click on profiles and then select the one that you want to.
Is it normally faster to use PayPal or just to go just with your normal just payment?
It depends.
Or just
yeah, it just
on the
depends.
site?
Like FootLocker, I think with PayPal it reduces the chances of cancellations, right?
Mhm.
And it also depends if the site supports PayPal.
Okay. And then this only works like with one order at a time, though, obviously. There's no way you can make it so you can do multiple, or you just switch your profile and have multiple tabs and that works.
So it only works on one site at a time. That's why they have add-on keys, because once you add the extension to one Chrome user, you can't use it on any other Chrome user. So I have an add-on key. They're $25, so half the price of the initial key. So when I'm running
Then you can
two,
basically,
sorry?
no, I was going to say then basically you could just hit two of the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So over here, this is my add-on key. And then it can be in a different profile, different setups at the same time. So to purchase an add-on key, for an add-on key, you go to the Lightning Discord, spam, then question mark, add-on. It'll give you the link to purchase an add-on. Yeah, and then you do this. You don't have to bind your add-on key, it's automatically binded to your main key. So an add-on key is helpful for when you want to run for 2 drops at the same time on different profiles. Is there anything else that you wanted me to go over?
This isn't for mobile though, right? Just Windows or Mac?
Yeah, it's attached to Chrome.
Okay.
Can you go through the process of getting, like, if you were to go for a shoe or a product, could you do that process again?
Yeah, for sure. So you'd go onto the site. If you have keywords beforehand, you'll want to enable extension, enable monitor, and then enable autopay just as a backup. It'll automatically add it to cart for you and autopay, but having autopay on is just kind of a backup in case the monitor fails. So say I'm going for like the Jordan 1 UNCs. I'd do plus Jordan plus 1 and then university and minus preschool if you don't want to pick up preschool sizes. If you want a random size, then you would just leave it blank. But say I want a size 10, I'll just type that in there, like a size 10 to 9. And then 30 seconds before drop time, I would click monitor. I wouldn't start the monitor more than 30 seconds before, because the website might ban your IP. Or
What's the quick URL thing?
quick URL.
Below the
I'm
keywords.
sure.
Do they
If you-
permaban or just soft ban? Just quick question, sorry.
I think it depends on the
Normally.
site, but normally soft ban.
Okay,
Quick
thanks.
URL change is like, say you get a URL from Discord or something, and then you copy it, right? And then you can quickly just click that to paste it into your keywords box. But yeah, you'd want to select allow, where I just select block. So I'll do it with the shoe that's in stock right now. Okay, so say I'm going for a size 10 of these Ultra Boost LTD reflective. So I'd go back to the home page. I'd type in Ultra Boost LTD. Like I said, like you want to input the least amount of keywords so the monitor can pick it up really quick. If I wanted to go for a specific size or a size range, like 9, 9.5, 10, and then you click monitor. Once it finds it, you'll get messages, and then it'll automatically bring you to the payment page. It'll fill in all your information, and it'll automatically click pay now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, if there are captchas, then it'll wait for you to solve them before the extension continues. And it'll use the profile to check out what you have up here.
What's still on hover? Like the last
So
box
fill on
check.
hover is, so they tell you to only use it if they say to use it, so if they don't, then don't turn it on. But it just, it's a way to use Lightning for sites that block autofill. So like for the RAS brief yesterday, because they were blocking autofill extensions, you could use that. But I've never had to use it because they have never told us to use it before. So if you have it enabled, then once you hover over a box, it'll automatically input it for you, rather than having to click and then select.
And how about auto cart? I see it's only for Shopify and Supreme. But
Yeah, AutoCart, if you have the monitor enabled, it should AutoCart it by itself. But if you don't have the monitor enabled and you just have AutoCart and AutoPay, if you have a preferred shoe size, say like a 7.5, once you go onto a product page, you don't have to click anything. It'll automatically look for your preferred shoe size and automatically add it to cart. If you have AutoPay on with AutoCart, it'll automatically add it to cart for you, and then it'll automatically bring you to checkout page and click pay now. Here, I'll show you. So I'll just do AutoCart on right now. So my preferred shoe size is 7.5. So it'll only work once you're on the product page. So for this, Lightning is going to look for the size. Oh, I don't have it on. So yeah, when you turn it on, just reload the page and then it'll do it for you. So it says at the bottom, auto cart carded, and then it'll bring you to the checkout page. If you don't have auto pay enabled, then you have to click pay now by yourself. So depending on the drop, I'll normally have either enable monitor, enable extension, and auto pay on, or I'll have enable extension, auto cart, and auto pay. If you don't know keywords beforehand, then you'll want to do auto cart and auto pay, or you could have auto fast and auto pay on. Autofast is basically like AutoCart and AutoPay combined. It just does it all from the product page. But if you have Autofast on, turn on Auto just as a safety net in case Autofast fails. I think that's basically it for Lightning. It's pretty simple. So for the keywords, I don't bot Supreme, but for keywords, you have to put a plus and a negative in front of positive keywords and negative keywords. But for Shopify, you could either put plus in front of it or nothing. And then, so over here is under Lightning Overview, tells you all the sites that Lightning supports with their autofill. Yeah, and if you have any questions, you can always just ask in the autofill chat in their Discord, or obviously you can ask in the speakers Discord. And over here you could put in your Discord webhook and then test it. So this would be a test, the Red October.